So student, this is the video related with the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. Today I have decided that I will take class through the team app, but it was not working properly, and many students were not able to join up the class. So that's why, because of the poor connectivity, so again I am making the video of the same content. So try to understand this, because this is the most important chapter, and it make the basement of chemistry in 8th standard. Okay, so you should understand the content properly, and if you have doubt, any question regarding this portion, please let me know about it. Okay, so two activities which we have discussed in our last video, I think that much is clear. So now I am going to continue with the same thing. As I've told you, when any metal react with oxygen, it produce metal oxides, and all metal oxides are mostly basic in nature. It's about the metals. When metal react with oxygen and water, clear, it provide metal oxide. Like one example, when iron react with oxygen and water, clear, that time it's produce iron oxide. Clear. So iron oxide is a one example. You can understand, you can tell that iron oxide is iron oxide, either it iron oxide is base or acid. You can prove it with the help of litmus paper. If you put litmus paper in metal oxide, that time you can see that which litmus paper turns to be other color. Means that whenever any metal oxide react with red litmus paper, or if you dip red litmus paper in metal oxide, that time it turns to blue. It means that you can see on you can see this here also. Rust, the another name of rusting is corrosion. Clear. This rust means iron oxide. When you apply red litmus paper in it, that time you can see that red litmus paper turns to blue. So it proves that metal oxides are basic in nature. But same thing if you do with the non-metal, if you dip blue litmus paper in non-metal, that time blue litmus paper turns to red. So when blue turns to red, it proves that it's a acidic in nature. Clear. I am writing one thing, you can see here, about acid. Blue litmus paper turns red. Okay, about base, red litmus paper turn blue. Okay, so through litmus paper, and litmus paper is made up of lichen, one of the one kind of plants. Okay, so lichen, litmus paper is made up of from the lichen. So litmus paper we use for the identification of basic and acidic characteristic of a given component. Clear, children? Now I think that much is clear. So you can recall all the things, as given you one example of magnesium also. If you burn magnesium in presence of oxygen, when magnesium burn in presence of oxygen, okay, it produce magnesium oxide. Clear. It produce magnesium oxide. So it proves that this magnesium oxide also, magnesium is a one kind of metal. When metal react with oxygen, it produce metal oxide. If you dip red litmus paper in it, then red litmus paper again turns to blue. So it also proves that all metal oxides are acidic in nature. Okay, so one term you use in place of rusting, what you will use now? Corrosion. Clear. Because corrosion is a more appropriate word for the rusting. Clear. Here I am giving you one more example about copper. If you have seen copper vessels at your home also, you can observe green deposition over the copper vessel. In case of iron, brownish deposition is there, that is only known as the rust. But in case of copper, green deposition is there, that is also one kind of rust, but we can't use rust in case of copper, that's why we are using corrosion process. Okay, so here you can see, when copper vessel is exposed to moist air, when copper is react with moist air, air is made up of water, carbon dioxide and oxygen. When copper is react with water, carbon dioxide and oxygen, it produce into copper hydroxide and कॉपर कार्बोनेट. सो वो ग्रीन कलर का जो डिपोजिशन है दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ कॉपर हाइड्रोक्साइड एंड कॉपर carbonate. Okay children, so next thing is also magnesium ribbon experiment which we have discussed already. When you burn magnesium ribbon in presence of oxygen, it produce dazzling flame. What is the dazzling flame? Whenever you burn any kind of cracker in Diwali celebration, that time you observe that a dazzling light comes out. So this dazzling flame also we can observe in burning of magnesium ribbon. Clear? Anything can burn in presence of oxygen only. Oxygen is an essential factor in burning process. Okay, so when magnesium react with oxygen, it means that when magnesium is burning in presence of oxygen, it produce magnesium oxide. So when which as is formed, basically this as is magnesium oxide. Okay, so this experiment also we have discussed. So today I am giving you one homework. Clear? If it is possible, just fill this table and send it to me in group. Clear? You will do today's homework is, don't, if you will not get, don't be panic, but try to do it once again. Okay, write some base name, or in base you have to identify metal or non-metal, or name of the acid or non-metal. Clear? This thing you have to do. Now one more experiment. Whatever I have discussed, it was related with the metal, but now I am telling you the same thing with the non-metal also. When metal react with oxygen, it provide metal oxide, and all metal oxides are basic in nature. But in case of all non-metals, when non-metals react with oxygen, like you can see here, when sulfur dioxide react with water, and how sulfur dioxide formed? When sulfur react with oxygen, it produce sulfur dioxide. So when sulfur dioxide react with water, it produce one kind of acid, sulfurous acid. Have you heard the term of acid rain? Acid rain is also formed by this process only. Okay, because sulfur dioxide is present in our environment. When sulfur dioxide react with water, it produce sulfurous acid. Acid is written. So through this name only we can understand that when non-metal react with oxygen or water, it always produce acidic substance. Clear children? So I hope that much is clear. Now reaction with water we will discuss in our next video. For today that much is sufficient.